नमस्कार सभी दर्शकों का स्वागत है आज के लाइव में। मेरा नाम है पूर्णिमा शर्मा और बेंगलोर से हमारे साथ एक खास मेहमान जुड़े हैं के उल्हास कामत, जो कि चेयरमैन है फिक्की कर्नाटका के और फॉर्मर जॉइंट एमडी हैं ज्योति लैब्स के। स्वागत है सर आपका इस लाइव चर्चा में।
थैंक यू।
तो कर्नाटका में नई सरकार बन गई है, अब इंडस्ट्री की क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस है उल्हास कामत जी नई सरकार से?
वेलकम टू द न्यू गवर्नमेंट। हम नए गवर्नमेंट के साथ बहुत साल काम किया है और इट्स अ वंडरफुल गवर्नमेंट, देयर इज नो डाउट्स इन माय माइंड। कर्नाटक में whichever the government, Karnataka has been very progressive in the past also. So to that extent, whichever the government, the policy remains the same, and हमारा ये उम्मीद है the new government will continue the old good policies and they'll continue to develop the industry in the Karnataka state.
जी, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि अगर हम इस सरकार की बात करें, तो कौन-कौन से ऐसे सेक्टर हैं जहां इस नई सरकार को फोकस करना चाहिए, जिससे यहाँ एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट हो सके, यहाँ जो इंडस्ट्री है उसकी ग्रोथ हो सके? क्योंकि कर्नाटका के लिए कहा जाता है कि 8% इसका कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है भारत की जीडीपी में और तीसरी सबसे बड़ी इकोनॉमी है पूरे भारत में। तो इसके लिए इसका ग्रो करना, इसका ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल पूरी तरह रियलाइज होना वो बहुत जरूरी है। कौन-कौन से ऐसे सेक्टर हैं जिस पर खास तौर पे इस नई सरकार को फोकस करना चाहिए?
ये इसका बारे में बहुत डिस्कशन हुआ है और हमने फिक्की और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ कर्नाटक के साथ मिलके एक अच्छा रिपोर्ट हमने सबमिट भी किया था गवर्नमेंट को, 1 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी वे फॉरवर्ड फॉर 2032 में। और इसमें हमने क्लियरली डिटेल्ड सबमिशन किया था। उसमें वी हैव सेड दैट एज ऑफ नाउ कर्नाटका का जीडीपी ग्रोथ क्या है, वो 13.7% में है, नॉमिनल ग्रोथ रियल में 7.9 है। और बिजनेस एज यूजुअल ग्रोथ हम देख लिया तो हम ऑलमोस्ट विल बी देयर विद 1 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बाय 2035, बट उसको 2032 में करने के लिए हमको 17% ग्रोथ में चलने का और 17% ग्रोथ करने के लिए हमने 14 सेक्टर्स चुना है एंड दैट 14 सेक्टर्स वी हैव मेड committees with the additional chief secretaries as head of the committee, and we have taken experts, 110 experts और 150 days हम काम करके ये रिपोर्ट डिटेल सबमिट हमने किया था, डिटेल रिपोर्ट सबमिट किया था। उसमें नंबर 1 इज दैट आज हमारा डिपेंडेंस 65% आईटी सर्विसेज में है। सर्विसेज मतलब पूरा मिला के सर्विस सेक्टर में 65% है और इंडस्ट्री एज ऑफ नाउ एट 19.5% और एग्रीकल्चर इज अबाउट 14%। ये हमको आगे जाने का टाइम पे थोड़ा बहुत एग्रीकल्चर में ज़्यादा फोकस करने का है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में फोकस करने का है और सर्विस तो एज यूजुअल 15% ग्रोथ चल रहा है, दैट कैन कंटिन्यू लाइक दैट। So we have given a detailed proposal in our report, which is available. And sector-wise, if you go, one is that definitely we are saying that manufacturing के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा importance देने का है, because that's where you can create a lot of employment, a lot of export, and also China plus one policy में क्या अभी चल रहा है देश में, कर्नाटका can take a lot of advantage in setting up the manufacturing facilities. That should be beyond Bangalore, and it should be our recommendation is that it should be mainly North Karnataka. हुबली बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, बेलगाम हुबली रीजन में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस देने का है। So we have given recommendations, which sector, which district, and district should be the fulcrum of development. And कुछ भी हम करता है वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट फोकस करके ही करने का है। एंड अगेन कर्नाटका एज यू नो 320 किलोमीटर्स हमारा कोस्ट लाइन है, ज़्यादा बहुत हम यूज़ नहीं किया है और कोस्ट अच्छा डेवलपमेंट हो सकता है। मैंगलोर पोर्ट इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट पोर्ट, मगर मैंगलोर पोर्ट मुंबई और कोचिन का बीच में है और कोचिन अच्छा हो रहा है, मुंबई तो 100% बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, मगर मैंगलोर में थोड़ा बहुत हमको पोर्ट में डेवलपमेंट किया तो बहुत बिजनेस हम उधर से कर सकता है। एंड देन द टूरिज्म, 320 किलोमीटर्स बीच बहुत बहुत बड़ा होता है और कुछ भी कर सकता है टूरिज्म में। ये भी हमारा एक आशा है, उम्मीद है टूरिज्म डेवलपमेंट में 320 किलोमीटर्स को इन्वॉल्व करके ये डेवलप हो सकता है। उसमें टूरिज्म में कर्नाटका एक बहुत बड़ा, आई वुड से दैट वेरी लकी स्टेट। इधर कोस्टल है, वाइल्ड लाइफ है, हेरिटेज है, टेम्पल्स है और नेशनल पार्क है, दो तीन नेशनल पार्क भी है. So we can really work very hard on tourism like Kerala, and tourism marketing अच्छा किया तो in South में we can be the best place for tourism. And tourism में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट क्या है, टूरिज्म में एम्प्लॉयमेंट ज़्यादा क्रिएट कर सकता है. यू कैन गेट इन
जी,
द स्किल वेरी क्विकली इन टूरिज्म. और टूरिज्म में मल्टीप्लाइंग इफेक्ट भी ज़्यादा होता है. एक टूरिस्ट आ गया तो होटल होता है, कार होता है, बस होता है, ट्रेन होता है, लोडिंग अनलोडिंग शॉपिंग बहुत होता है उसमें. सो आवर recommendation is to create lots of jobs in tourism, and for that we have identified 100 tourist spots in the state, and we are requesting the government to encourage the local entrepreneur in that area to set up the rooms. We need about 50,000 room nights in Karnataka to cater to the new tourism, and then it will have multiplying effect in especially in creating jobs.
बेंगलुरु शहर की बात करें तो जो ग्रोथ का फ़ोकस है वो बेंगलुरु के आस-पास ही दिखता है, लेकिन बेंगलुरु की अपनी अलग समस्याएँ हैं, चाहे पॉल्यूशन हो, चाहे ट्रैफ़िक हो। तो कहीं न कहीं ये प्लान्ड अर्बनाइज़ेशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है बेंगलुरु में भी और आस-पास के और शहरों में भी।
डेफिनेटली चाहिए, मगर क्या होता है व्हेन यू आर डेवलपिंग स्टेट. आज अब ये किधर भी आप यूथ को इंडिया में पूछो आपको किधर जाना क्या है, सबका एक ही है, बैंगलोर बैंगलोर बैंगलोर. आप ईस्ट में पूछिए, नॉर्थ में पूछिए, वेस्ट में पूछिए, नॉर्थ ईस्ट में पूछिए, लोगों को यूथ को पूछिए आपको डेस्टिनेशन किधर है, आपको किधर जाने का है, सब लोग बैंगलोर बैंगलोर बोलता है. And if you see 70s, 80s, 90s, it will have been Calcutta, it will be in Delhi, it will have been Mumbai. But now people want, especially the knowledge-based students, wants to go to Karnataka in Bangalore. So the inflow is so high that is a limit which you can change the urbanization plan. It is not easy to plan overnight. And I saw sub-city all over the world also cities have grown like that. Whether you take the developed cities like New York, you take Paris, you take London, everywhere this has happened. That is not new only for Karnataka or only for Bangalore. Magar, we need to see what we can do, and we have recommended, because Bangalore is the jewel of Karnataka. It should be a world-class city. So we have recommended that we need to have corridors, the cities on the corridor, smaller cities like Bangalore corridor, Bangalore Hassan corridor, Bangalore Mysore corridor, Bangalore Hoskote corridor, Bangalore Chennai corridor में छोटा 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 you can have the township, which will take away the newcomers who are coming. If we are able to have a satellite towns like which has happened in other developed cities like Delhi, it is much easier to absorb it. So we cannot stop people coming to Karnataka. We need them. At the same time, the logic should be, objective should be, see beyond Bangalore and also see beyond ITBT. Whatever the people are coming to Bangalore city, 75% of them are coming in IT/BT industry, so that can be shifted towards Bangalore and towards Hubli. So acha planning hai, but it will take time. But we are very very optimistic as far as city of Bangalore is concerned, seen as a crown jewel of Karnataka.
अगर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर की बात किया जाए तो उसको उस पर सरकार को किस तरह से काम करना चाहिए जिससे कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट हो?
दो चीज़ है. एक तो अच्छा कैपिटल सब्सिडी गवर्नमेंट को देने का है. जनरली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ कर्नाटका इज कंपेरेबल अदर स्टेट, बट नॉट मोर देन द नेबरिंग स्टेट्स. So one, government has to work very hard on competing with the neighboring state, whether it is an automobile, whether it is in a capital goods, or whether it is in mobile industry. We need to be very very competitive, क्योंकि कोई बाहर से आता है वो तीनों चारों स्टेट्स में डिस्कशन करता है किधर जाने का है, कैसे जाने का है. जनरली कंपटीशन इन साउथ इज बिटवीन कर्नाटका, तमिलनाडु, आंध्र प्रदेश एंड तेलंगाना. So some of these industries will get a better incentive from the neighboring state. They still use Bangalore as a base because Bangalore का एयरपोर्ट अभी नंबर 3 है देश में, और वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इकोसिस्टम बैंगलोर में है. और कोई इंदुपुर जाता है वो बैंगलोर से ऑपरेट करता है, कोई होसूर जाता है वो बैंगलोर से ऑपरेट करता है. सो दे स्टिल ऑपरेटेड ऑफ बैंगलोर, मगर उनका फैक्ट्री नेबरिंग स्टेट में हो जाता है. So one, we need to be very careful, and we should be seeing that how do we retain them or attract them. दूसरा स्किलिंग. मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में
जी।
स्किलिंग बहुत बड़ा चीज़ होता है. एंड कर्नाटक में वी हैव द फाइनेस्ट ITIs at the district level, and government has a good program. Last year I remember that in the budget they said that 5 lakh youth they will train in 1 year. and that is a good initiative, and uske liye government ka initiative, if it comes successful, then we'll be able to create lots of job in for the manufacturing sector to the skilling center through ITIs. And we are also recommending that industry academia एक partnership होने का है. Karnataka is one of the biggest producers of engineering graduates. You name medical graduates, you name anything. Karnataka produces the students in every discipline. But industry academia में एक partnership अच्छा हो गया तो so then it's easier for us to absorb that students who are coming out of graduation or post graduation into the industry. That also recommendation, we have identified every district some of the best colleges to work with the industry there and involve the chamber of commerces and see that the jobs are created locally so that they don't have to come to Bangalore every time. So even the district headquarters, if you ask the youth, उनका भी मन में ये है हमको बैंगलोर जाना है, हमको बैंगलोर जाना है. So Bangalore city is having double problem. One is from all over the country, youth wants to come to Bangalore, and the district headquarters children also, they say that they want to come to Bangalore. So 30 districts, if they want to come to Bangalore, again the housing is a problem, travel is a problem, traffic is a problem. So everything become a problem. So we are saying that it is better that the students who are graduating from district headquarters, उनका job उधर ही हो गया तो in the manufacturing service sector, to that extent they don't have to come to Bangalore city, and earning will be better, savings will be better when they operate from home. वो भी हमने अच्छा एक सजेशन गवर्नमेंट को सबमिट किया है, एंड गवर्नमेंट इज वेरी सीरियस ऑन डूइंग दैट इंडस्ट्री academia partnership and also starting the skilling center and privatize their skilling center so that what relevant skill is required, they'll be able to do that.
इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट की बात करें तो जिस तरह से बीएमआईसी बेंगलुरु मैसूर इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर की बात करें या देवनहली में हम बात करें एरोस्पेस पार्क या बायोकॉन पार्क जैसी योजनाओं को आगे बढ़ाया सरकार ने, जमीनी स्तर पर ये योजनाएं कितनी कारगर रही हैं?
It is very, very active, especially Devanali Aerospace. I think almost it is sold, and world ka best industries udhar aa raha hai, or even from India also a lot of people are setting up their factories in Aero Park. Mysore has always been earmarked for electronics and the ESDM, and udhar bhi bahut log aa raha hai, and investment is also happening, and a lot of पोस्ट लास्ट टाइम ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर्स मीट बहुत लोगों का इंटरेस्ट भी था बैंगलोर मैसूर कॉरिडोर में, और दैट इन्वेस्टमेंट इज हैपनिंग. What is required now is that Karnataka has more than 15,000 acres of industrial land, or that is across the state, and that has to be converted immediately into the manufacturing sector. And also Karnataka has more like 4 lakh hectares of wasteland. वो भी हम agriculture और agri processing के लिए ये भी हम land use कर सकता है. So abundant land is available, and थोड़ा बहुत agriculture to industrial or residential to industrial conversion के लिए थोड़ा बहुत we need to do it fast. India is the first state to adopt affidavit based conversion policy, which is done in the last government. I'm sure it will continue in this government. Based on that, the people can take the approvals after setting up their factory within 3 years from the date of starting the factory. So to that extent, there are a lot of positives which to take, and we need to involve the citizens also to see that the industries comes very fast and jobs are created. And Karnataka needs almost 1 million jobs every year, and it's not a small amount. So to that extent, it's a partnership between the industry, government, and also the local citizens to create factories. We need their support also.
मेरा आखिरी सवाल आपसे सर कि क्लाइमेट चेंज की अगर हम बात करें तो कर्नाटक एक ऐसा राज्य है जिसको क्लाइमेट चेंज का असर उस पर भी होता है, ड्रॉट होता है, फ्लड होता है और कई तरह की समस्याएं होती है. तो ऐसे में सरकार को किस तरह के कदम उठाने चाहिए जिससे वो क्लाइमेट चेंज से निपटने के लिए खुद को तैयार रखे?
हाँ, लास्ट 2-3 साल में बहुत चेंजेस हुआ है, सबको पता है. ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड क्लाइमेट चेंज का इम्पैक्ट है, और बैंगलोर में भी हमने 2-3 बार बहुत फ्लडिंग देखा है, बट नॉट एंटायर बैंगलोर. इट इज़ अ न्यू आई वुड से दैट टाउन, the areas of Bangalore, New Bangalore, not the old one, is perfectly fine. And some of the lakes which were there in the past, and where the water logging had happened, and it is once in a probably 30, 40, 50 years it will happen, and now we are seeing it. I've seen three times now in the last 5 years. So government is very worried on that, and government is doing whatever is required because they are also seeing it. Apart from that, regarding the drought, it is a few districts which is always drought prone in the North Karnataka, and government is doing some relief work. So what is there in their control, they are doing in the past, and I'm sure they'll do it in the future also. What is not able to do is something like unexpected rains and water logging. When 100 times more rain happens, no government, no city, no city in the world can manage that kind of problem. We have seen it in Mumbai also. So such problems are just best live it in such a way that the loss to the property and loss to the people life is almost minimized. That's the best thing what the government can do, and they do it. And disaster recovery, disaster management in Karnataka is one of the best, and we have learned a lot of things from the East Coast. To that extent, Karnataka's loss of life and loss of property during this kind of heavy rains has been very, very minimal.
जी, तो अंत में अगर आप नई सरकार से क्या कहना चाहेंगे? कौन से ऐसे चैलेंजेस जो इंडस्ट्रीज़ के डेवलपमेंट को रोक रहे हैं और उनके सॉल्यूशन क्या हैं?
दो तीन चीज हमारा रिक्वेस्ट नया गवर्नमेंट के साथ रहेगा। एक तो बियॉन्ड बैंगलोर, बियॉन्ड आईटीबीटी, नंबर वन, सो द एंटायर कर्नाटका हैज टू डेवलप एंड द फोकस हैज टू बी northern Karnataka region and the coastal Karnataka region. That's number one. Number two is that Bangalore is a jewel, like in the crown of the country, in the state, and Bangalore has to be one of the world-class cities. So whatever is required to be done in Karnataka, in Bangalore, that has to be done. Karnataka, Bangalore ka per capita income is more than 4 lakhs rupees. If you see the average of 2 lakhs of the country, and we are at 4 lakhs as the Bangalore as a city, so the citizens deserve better facilities. That has to be one important point. Third one is the manufacturing sector, good incentive, good infrastructure. Matlab, infrastructure is, as of now, logistics cost in India is about 14-15%. That should be about 8% to compete with China. And that central government and state government both have to invest the money in infrastructure in such a way that we'll be able to compete with China in China plus one policy, so that we can produce for domestic market and also we can produce for the world market. And lastly, the skill. Unemployment is the biggest problem for every state, and Karnataka is no different. And Karnataka has to create jobs which are easy to create jobs where skill can be instilled in 6 months, one year's time. That can happen in tourism, and it can also happen in manufacturing. So these two, if they take it as a focus, and if we are able to create about 1 million jobs a year, we are very, very comfortable. As of now, Karnataka's unemployment is 2.7%, as against 4.7% of all India. So when you see country, we are better off, but 2.7% is also a big number. We should reduce it as much as possible. And our request would be that how do we absorb our own candidates, our own students into the job stream as quickly as possible. Medical tourism, which I forgot to mention to you, Karnataka can be the hub of medical tourism. आज का दिन में out of 6 lakh patients which is coming to the country, almost 3 lakhs are coming to Karnataka. They are mainly in Bangalore and Mangalore hospitals they come. And this can be a big game changer because Karnataka mein best of the hospitals are there in Karnataka. And we are seeing the people from Middle East and North Africa, and people are coming from also from Bangladesh and some Eastern countries. So if that can be affordable, treatment can be given with the help of the government. And as of now, the market share of Karnataka is estimated about 50% of the country's medical tourism, but it can be increased by investing more in better facilities and the a patient, if they're coming for a heart surgery, you'll have at least staying them for a month, and also their relatives coming over 3-4 people. So it will again a multiplying effect if you have that medical tourism on the map of Bangalore and Mangalore. Best of the hospitals are there in Mangalore, and especially Mangalore as a hub. उधर आपका मणिपाल हॉस्पिटल है, मेडिकल मेडिकल कॉलेजेस है, टेक्नोलॉजी मेडिकल टेक्नोलॉजी इंस्टीट्यूट है. So everything can be done very nicely. And lastly, we're going to have 13 airports in Karnataka in another 6 years time, and no other state can have that. Is planning to have that many airports. So with that, transportation becomes easier, affordable, And being from Karnataka, I'm eternally optimist that we will do very well and we'll become the second largest economy in the country. Now we are number three, but we'll number two by 2024 is what the numbers look like. And I'm optimistic about it.
एंड प्लान्ड अर्बनाइजेशन ग्रोथ ड्राइवर हो सकता है.
यस प्लान हमने 10 डिस्ट्रिक्ट का डिटेल्स गवर्नमेंट को सबमिट किया है इंक्लूडिंग बैंगलोर सो एवरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट शुड बी सेल्फ सफिशिएंट whether take Bangalore, Mangalore, Mysore, Hubli, Belgaum, Shimoga, and if you take Davangere, all these places are extraordinarily good cities, and each one is having more than population of 30-40 lakhs. So it can be very, very independent in everything. So people don't have to come to Bangalore. And acha urbanized program, if we are able to have it, then it will add to the comfort and also add to the GDP because people will find it easy to operate from their district headquarters, wherein the savings can be little more than coming to Bangalore.
ये तो आपसे इकोनॉमी पे बात हो गई, लेकिन चलते चलते मेरा एक सवाल जो पॉलिटिकल है कि जिस बोल प्रोमिसेस के साथ ये सरकार सत्ता में आई है कि लेकिन उससे 50,000 करोड़ का जो बोझ है वो पड़ जाएगा. क्या उसके बाद इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर खर्च कर पाएगी सरकार? क्या उसके बाद सोशल डेवलपमेंट पर खर्च कर पाएगी? इतने रिसोर्सेज संसाधन होंगे उनके पास या कहाँ से आएंगे?
हाँ एक तो ये गवर्नमेंट का विश लिस्ट है और गवर्नमेंट का प्रॉमिस है उनको फुलफिल करने का ही है. देयर इज नो डाउट्स इन दैट एंड whether it will cost 50,000 crore or 30,000 crore एक बार once they get into the planning stage they will know. And according to some estimate, we have seen that it might cost between 30 to 50,000 crore to the state exchequer. And as of now, the investment what the government is doing on the social welfare sector is about 25-30,000 crore is already there, and they need to have the additional funds what is required to give this freebies, whatever they have committed the 5 guarantee scheme, and I'm very certain that the government will do that. Uh, End of the day, it is the money in the hands of the public which they spend, and that money will come back to the system. So उसमें we don't have money worries. But what worries is that whether because of this any other expenditure on infrastructure will come down, whether any expenditure on other capital expenditure will come down. And Karnataka annual budget outlay is about 3.3 lakh crore. So it's an investment of about 10-12%. And if they're able to do much better in tax collection, if they're able to see that the lot of FDIs will come. As of now, we get almost $50 billion, but it can be increased. A lot of investment can come. And at the same time, if the tax recoveries in the state can be a little better, they will be able to manage it, but it will be challenging. But as for a person from Karnataka, I personally feel that if they invest this money will come back into the system to spend, and that's what is required for the growth of the economy. Whether government will spend or the public will spend, it's the same spend. But we will tell them saying that whatever the money is required, which is available in the central government as the central government's contribution has to be taken it up, especially in infrastructure, and they should spend on both. Hopefully they do it. And if Karnataka gets into a double-digit growth, which is very much possible now, then it's easier to get that additional SGTP and use that money to spend the money on the social sector as committed in their poll promise. And I, for one, I feel that that's good to do it.
तो आपने जिस तरह कहा कि 2000 अगर हम बात करें 2022-23 की तो 7.9% के करीब जीडीपी कर्नाटका का एस्टिमेट हुआ है. कितना हो सकता है? लेकिन अगर हम बात करें ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल की तो आप कह रहे हैं डबल डिजिट में ग्रोथ का पोटेंशियल है कर्नाटका में. तो इसके लिए क्या-क्या किए जाने की ज़रूरत है? क्योंकि चैलेंजेस बहुत होंगे, इन्वेस्टमेंट क्यों नहीं बढ़ रहा या बढ़ना चाहिए, डबल डिजिट में होना चाहिए. तो ऑब्स्टेकल्स क्या हैं, हिंड्रेंसेस क्या हैं?
Hindrances both, uh, matlab, it's all normal hindrances. Number one is that we want corridors, agricultural corridors, wherein agriculture can store their products to get better yield, better market. So uske liye cold storage chahiye. So we have recommended that there has to be a Bangalore Bidar highway of 600 kilometers, 8 lane, 10 lane, and every 100 kilometers you should have industrial corridor, an industrial park on public-private partnership, and government should give the land, and the private will put up the plant, and they'll create the job for the local. At the same time, there has to be a transshipment layout. There has to be a logistics park in the same area, and more than anything else, a cold storage facility for agriculturists to put their agriculture produce, not to sell at a desperate price. So if that is done, then agriculture yield can be better. And Karnataka is using a lot of technology for agriculture startups also to get them the better yield, better marketplace, and better price for their produce. And Karnataka being the hub for startup, it's the Silicon Valley here as of India, and startups can create again lot of jobs
तो एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में काफ़ी संभावनाएँ हैं, उसे मॉडर्नाइज़ करने की
state
ज़रूरत है और
government can do that. MSME, again, Karnataka mein MSME, we have almost 6 lakh MSMEs in Karnataka, and 6 lakhs MSMEs, if they create 2 jobs every year, it is 12 lakh jobs. So number to hai 6 lakh 50,000. If you have MSMEs, they need to do that, and उनका प्रॉब्लम है कैपिटल, उनका प्रॉब्लम है मार्केटिंग, उनका प्रॉब्लम है टेक्नोलॉजी, उनका प्रॉब्लम है रिसोर्स ऑफ टैलेंट. सो ये थोड़ा उनको सॉल्व किया तो इवन इफ दे क्रिएट 2 jobs per year, our state can have sufficient job created only by MSME. So overall, the 14 sectors and district wise, we are recommended what is to be done for each district in agriculture, industry, in service, and how to create the jobs, and how to have the partnership with the public and also with the entrepreneurs. So it's a overall a partnership of central government, state government, public, private, along with the citizens. We'll be able to achieve nominal. It can be 17.5%. Real, it could be about 11 to 12%. We can do it for the next 7-8 years to achieve 1 trillion economy for the state of Karnataka.
और एग्रीकल्चर की जिस तरह आपने बात की, तो उसको मॉडर्नाइज़ करने के लिए या प्रॉफिटेबल बनाने के लिए क्या किए जाने की ज़रूरत है?
Karnataka में average holding of land of a farmer is less than 2.5 acres. So when average holding is 2.5%, it is very very difficult to get the best yield. आपको consolidation होने का है, आपको cooperatives होने का है, आपको community development होने का है, आपको farmers development agency साथ में आने का है. You need to have hundreds and hundreds of acres to get the best yield. At 2.5 acres, it's very very difficult for everyone to get the best yield all the time. So we are recommending that can be cooperatives, like you have milk federations. You can also have cooperatives every state level, every district level, every panchayat level, every village level, and grow together, sell together, share together, and minimize the cost of production. And ये scale होता है. 2.5 acres, 25 acres, 250 acres में scale difference आ जाता है. So if you are able to put everything together, then it will be better. And the Karnataka farmers are good thing is our Karnataka farmers are, their children are IT people. Their children people are working in good companies, and their children are not more anymore agriculturists. And when we go on around the schools and colleges, we can see that their children are doing very well. Some of the children are having their own, like small companies. So consolidation can happen at a farmers level, and farmers can come together and start a cooperative and work on scale, better yield, better negotiation, and better connectivity to the market. Even in agri-tech today, you are able to visualize, some of the startups have come up with the technology. You are able to visualize that daily production of agriculture produce, district level, taluka level, mandal level. Yeah, they're able to see through the technology. And if you are able to get a better price for them, why not? So use the technology, bring everybody together, and Ajka Din mein what 14.3% contribution to the state is from agriculture, but 45% of people are depending on agriculture. That 14.3 can go to 17-18%. Then we are in a good position. That's the way forward, according to us.
और सरकार इसमें क्या मदद कर सकती है?
Oh, Sarkar is very, very happy about it, and they want to take it forward. And we are just given this report before the election. अभी नया गवर्नमेंट आने के बाद उनके साथ बैठेंगे, और whoever the agriculture minister will sit with them. And this is any state government would like to implement it. और हमने कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट करने का है वो भी हमने लिखा है हमारा रिपोर्ट में, और ऑल्सो वी हैव टोल्ड देम दैट हाउ टू डू इट एट अ डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल। ये ब्यूटीफुल है मैडम, हम आपको ये सॉफ्ट कॉपी भेजेंगे, आप देख लो। Every
जी,
district we have taken what is the surplus, what is the deficit in every agriculture produce. So from which surplus place it has to go to which deficit place is what they need to do it, and that way. And also we have written in the report that which district should focus on which agriculture produce in which particular year or month. We have given that based on the data what is available to us. And finally, the government of Karnataka, the data what they have is one of the finest data ever you can get from any place. So they have the data, and data cannot be wrong. And based on the data, anybody recommends it, they should be able to take that action and implement it and get the double-digit growth and become a trillion economy by 2032. वो टाइम पे हमारा शेयर होगा 10% of the union government's GDP will be at 10%. As of now, we are at 8.3%. So everything is possible, and we are at the right place, doing the right thing. And government, I'm sure that they will look into it very positively. And if you see the way of the government of Karnataka has done IT, if they put similar effort on agriculture for the next 5-10 years, we'll be in a different position altogether.
शुक्रिया, बहुत-बहुत शुक्रिया आपका
Thank you.
उल्लास कामत जी, बेंगलुरु से हमसे जुड़ने के लिए और कर्नाटक की इकोनॉमी पर विस्तार से चर्चा करने के लिए, चाहे एग्रीकल्चर की बात हो, चाहे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर की बात हो, चाहे प्लान्ड अर्बनाइजेशन की बात हो, चाहे सरकार के सामने जो चैलेंजेस है उसकी बात हो, चाहे किस तरह से निवेश लेकर आया जाए राज्य में, उस पर हमने बातचीत की। और किस तरह से जो पोटेंशियल है कि कोस्ट लाइन बहुत बड़ी है, उसको डबल डिजिट में इकोनॉमी आ सकती है कर्नाटका की, उसकी ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल को पूरी तरह कैसे अचीव किया जाए, कैसे रियलाइज किया जाए। टूरिज्म सेक्टर की बात करें तो टूरिज्म में बहुत संभावनाएं हैं। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर की बात की कि वहाँ कैसे एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट हो सकती है या फिर टूरिज्म में कैसे हो सकती है। तमाम पहलू पर हमने आपसे विस्तार से चर्चा की और फिर हम इस मुद्दों पर बातचीत करने के लिए आपसे फिर से जुड़ेंगे। हमसे बातचीत करने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। धन्यवाद इस
Thank you very
कार्यक्रम
much.
का
Thank you very much.